Hi! In this video we would like to showcase the SchoolTagging prototype. SchoolTagging is a web-based platform for classrooms, which aims at engaging students and teachers in game-like interactive language exercises. The platform is capable of handling an arbitrary number of students, but for simplicity in this demo we simulate the scenario with the teacher on the left and two students on the right. To start, the teacher on the left clicks on the teacher icon and proceeds to sign up and log in into the platform. In the login form, she chooses a session ID for uniquely identifying the classroom session. Let's make it lesson. The two students can then log in into the platform by clicking the student button and entering their names and the session ID provided by the teacher. As the students enter the session, their names appear at the top left of the teacher's interface. At this point, the teacher can decide to start a first exercise, let's say the Choose Category exercise. A random sentence appears in the teacher and student's interfaces. In this case, that was a fine sight, with the specific word highlighted, in this case was. The students are required to click on the correct category for this highlighted word. We can see that as the students answer, the histogram in the teacher's interface is updated in real time. From here, she can see that both students have answered verb. Now the teacher is asked to choose the correct answer, in this case verb. The positive feedback is then immediately sent to both students' interfaces. The teacher can proceed with another exercise of the same type, and the new sentence is selected. Here we want to simulate the situation in which student 1 decides to open a new tab in the browser, therefore removing the focus on the SchoolTagging interface. This event becomes immediately visible in the teacher's interface, with student 1 being highlighted in red and marked as absent. The warning goes away when the student returns to the exercise. In this exercise, we simulate the case where student 1 does not answer, whereas student 2 clicks on noun. The teacher can see that only student 2 has answered, and after some time she can decide to click on Time is up. She can then validate the answer, which triggers the feedback to the students. Finally, the teacher decides to start a third exercise of the same type. In this case, the two students select two different answers. According to the teacher, the correct answer is conjunction, therefore student 1 was right. At any point, the teacher can see the general statistics of the lesson by clicking on Show Lesson Statistics. Here, she can see the number of correct, missing and wrong answers for each student. At this point, the teacher can select the second type of exercise available in the platform, the word selection exercise. In this exercise, students are asked to select all words in a given sentence belonging to a specific category, in this case all nouns. Here we can see that student 1 selects only doors, whereas student 2 selects two entities, doors and 9. As before, the teacher can see the details of the submitted answers and proceed with the validation. Again, the students receive an immediate feedback. The teacher then follows up with another selection exercise on nouns. Here we can see that the system enables to select multiple words and even discontinuous spans of the sentence. It's always possible to deselect an entity by clicking on the minus button. As before, the teacher looks at the submitted answers, she validates the exercise, and the feedback is sent to the students. We show a final instance of the word selection exercise where only one student submits the answer. The teacher clicks on Time is up. She can still analyze the answers and possibly discuss with the students about the exercise. And then proceed with the validation of the correct response, which triggers the immediate feedback on the students' interfaces. Finally, the teacher can check again the lesson statistics. Thank you for watching.